Okay, we are breaking from tradition here because something just happened. The litigant who lost the case you're about to see does not want you to see this case. And she actually went to a Supreme Court judge in New York to try and stop us from airing the show. But guess what? We're going to air it anyway. So take a look at this and look at the litigant who didn't want you to see what you're about to see.
This is the plaintiff, Claudia Everett. She says she gave the defendant a deposit on a wall bed for her apartment in New York City, then found out it would be about $1,000 to install it. She told the defendant she didn't want to pay that every time she moved and asked for her deposit back. The guy said he'd work with her, but hasn't. She has no other choice other than suing the flim-flam bed man for the $1,607.60 she's owed. This is the defendant, Tom Nathan. He says the plaintiff's one of those types who kicks and screams until she gets her way. Bottom line, she ordered a custom-built bed, came up with a million reasons why she changed her mind, and sorry, there are no refunds on custom merchandise whatsoever. He's accused of lying down on the job.
Okay, Claudia Everett?
Yes.
You are suing Techline Studio, represented here by Tom Nathan. You're the owner?
Yes.
Okay, for $1,607.60, the deposit for a bed that you placed that you want returned to you. Tell me what happened.
I purchased a wall bed from Techline Studios downtown
And what's
Manhattan.
a wall bed?
A wall bed is...
Looks like a little closet and then the bed comes out of it?
It's
like a Murphy bed?
Yeah.
Only you can't call it Murphy bed unless you're Murphy? Okay, so
I guess so. They call
go
it a wall
ahead.
bed. Okay, I purchased this 2 years ago, September 2009. And I found out later when I was talking...
The picture you had?
The picture you just
sure.
held
Of the non-Murphy bed?
Okay. Okay, so go ahead.
Okay, so I purchased this bed, and I gave a deposit of half of the amount. It was about $3,000 something total. So I paid $1,607. Okay, so then you would pay the remaining balance when the bed was installed.
And the remaining balance would be how much?
$1,585.60.
Okay, actually, it actually says Murphy beds. Are these made by, is Murphy a manufacturer, or is that now like calling it a Xerox?
It's pretty much like a Xerox.
Okay.
Murphy makes the hardware that goes into these beds.
So they get a piece of every one of these, like all the other good for them. That was a brilliant idea. All you need is one good idea. When are you and I going to come up with it?
Give that some thought.
I know. I was counting on you. So go ahead.
So I went to the store because my situation where I live was tenuous because my landlord claimed that I didn't live there, and they filed a lawsuit against me, so I wasn't sure if I was going to be moving out
Why?
or
Was
not.
it a rent-controlled apartment? And
Yes, rent stabilized, rent stabilized.
Rent stabilized, and they were saying you're not the real owner?
Right. They were
Or
claiming that I didn't live
You
there.
are the listed owner, but you're not really living there. You're renting it out. You're using it as a weekend place. You're doing the things that aren't allowed.
I was not living there. I was in Queens taking care of my disabled mother at the time. So I was back and forth.
That sounds very noble. I hope it's true. The problem is every single person who gets sued says exactly what you just said.
Well, everybody takes care of their parents these days. You know.
Would
we have
that
no choice
were
but to be there.
true, that everybody
Just make
takes
sure.
care of their parents, because I do want to live in that. I live in that world, and I do desperately want to live in that world. Now, let's put that to well, actually, let's not put this. What is going on with that lawsuit?
It's still pending.
Okay. All right, let's move on then. So at some point you realize that your position there may be tenuous and you don't want to install a Murphy bed in there.
Well, I asked him out of curiosity. I went to the store myself, and I asked, I think it was Galvin that I spoke to, whether, what happens if I move and I install the bed now, and if I move out, what would happen, if I have to install into a new place? How much would that cost? But anyway, so he said, well, it would be $1,000 more. And I said, no, I don't want the bed anymore. I didn't know about this little hitch about, moving the situation. So he says he would work with me.
When you say you didn't know about this little hitch, you never asked about that little hitch. You don't get the answer to a question you didn't ask, but they didn't hide that from you. As soon as you asked,
no, he didn't. But then it was an outrageous price because I went to another wall bed price and it was
now
only
I don't
$280.
want the custom-made bed. Had the custom-made bed already been ordered? I can't hear you.
Yes,
Okay. Do you have the original contract between you two? Either of you have that?
Yes, I do.
I do.
Can I see both your copies? All right, can you tell me, I'm about to look at it, but is there anything in there about this being a custom order and no refunds? Or is there anything in there about no refunds in general?
Yes, it says 10% cancellation fee within 1 week of order, 25% cancellation fee within 1 to 3 weeks, 85% cancellation fee thereafter. No refunds or returns after delivery.
Okay, go ahead and hand that to my bailiff, please, and let's get your copy too, to make sure it's not something different on yours. All right, so when she calls you, at some point, I guess you call them and say, I don't want it anymore, it's too expensive.
Right,
And
I
what do
said-
they say to you?
So I said to him, well, I would want my money back because this is expense that I cannot afford.
And this was
right
how
now.
long after you ordered it?
I don't remember, maybe a few weeks,
Okay.
or I can't remember exactly
Do you
when.
remember how long after she ordered it was?
Yes, my scheduling department starts to call to try to arrange the delivery, and Claudia keeps delaying and delaying. Several months go by, at which point I get involved and call Claudia to understand what's wrong.
So it was several months later.
Several months. I said, Claudia, we'll hold on to your bed as you work things out. Let us know when we can deliver and install. And more months go by. And then, I don't know, a year goes by, and then we worked out an arrangement where I said, well, Claudia, let me try something else. Let me try and sell your bed to somebody else. When I get the deposit for the bed, which is sitting in my warehouse, I will return your deposit. So we put it on sale at my showroom.
And when did you do that?
I would think about 7 months ago.
Ago.
Yes, in fact,
So
I have a little letter to my...
There's an email to all your salespeople dated May of 2011. The purchase was September of 2009, Ms. Everett.
I constantly called him. I said, I really want my money back. I'm going to go to small claims court. But then
Why would
he
you be
said, I
entitled
want
to
to
your
work
money back?
But then, wait a minute, he agreed to another oral contract and stating, well, we want to help you. And I'll sell your bed.
Right, I am trying to help
but-
a customer. Claudia Evart, sell a
Right.
wall bed she ordered a long time ago, which we never installed, which she can no longer use. I would like to refund her deposit money, but we need to sell her bed first. In the end, do you sell her bed?
No.
In fact, what happens?
We put the bed on sale at 40%. We put the bed on sale at 50%. On September 1st, Hurricane Irene hits my warehouse in New Jersey, and my warehouse is flooded. And of course, Claudia's bed is on the pallet on the floor, and as I dig out, I realize, Claudia's bed is now damaged, it's waterlogged, it's of no use to anybody anymore. I can't sell her bed.
So, does she have any right to get her money back if she just didn't factor in the cost of installing?
No. What do you think?
No.
Why?
She has to know all the details.
She has to know all the details. Does it matter that he made a custom bed? Is it even worse for her because the bed is custom?
No, I think it's the company's job to inform the customer of all the...
Oh, so you would give her her money back?
Absolutely.
Fair enough. And sir, you're going to be the tiebreaker.
Oh, so...
Oh, you can't. Okay, you're the tiebreaker.
No.
Oh, then there's no tiebreaker. Going inside the courtroom.
Here's how I see it. We have two things going on, okay? We have your side, which would have been well within its rights to tell her when she, after a certain amount of time, she wouldn't pick up the bed, say to her, okay, we're done. And sue her for the remaining of the 85% that you're supposed to have on your side for something that, she can't cancel, okay? But you don't do that. You're a nice guy. That'll show you.
Thank you.
Okay? So instead what you do is you say to her, according to you, there's a new contract entered into, and that is a legitimate legal position to take. Judge, there's a new contract entered. If he had told me, go pound sand from the beginning, I would have come up with the rest of the money, and I would have a bed now. Now I have no bed and no opportunity to get a bed because the flood destroyed the bed. And we have a new contract, and I want you to enforce that contract. I'm with you so far. I think that that's legitimate. That can happen because we don't want someone to lure someone into a false sense of security that they're, and then not go through with it and change their mind. But I don't have somebody who changed their mind. I have an interceding disaster that happens with the flood. So I believe that he said to you exactly what he says and what you have said in your complaint, which is, and what he said in his email at the time, which you so helpfully pointed out, which is, I am trying to help a customer. So the new contract that I am willing to enforce is, did he try to help a customer? The man sends a flyer out, sends a notice to all of his salespeople, and tried to help the customer. Didn't happen.
May I read his email? This is coming from him. This is a new contract. Please inform our customers of a special deal, 40% off a queen-size pearwood wall bed, in stock for immediate delivery.
Yeah.
And I think that means that it's in the store. It doesn't mean it's in New Jersey, I don't understand that part.
You
where-
decide where his stock is held, whether it's in a warehouse or...
according to this, immediate delivery,
Ms. Everett, I know you're used to getting your way out. No, we're done. I know you're used to getting your way a lot, and it's not going to happen here today. At the end of the day, you owe him money. You owe him the rest of the 85%.
Could I just say something,
No,
Your
you
Honor?
said all you're going to say.
But
you're
the salesperson
dead. You're
said-
dead. You are dead. The only new contract you have was a gamble that he'd be able to sell it.
But
he wasn't able to
the
sell it.
employee
He
said
did
she
everything he
sold it.
could to be able to
Could
sell it.
you please let me
and
finish?
He couldn't sell. No, yeah, you know what? You are finished. Verdict for the defendant.
That's unbelievable.
And so no matter how much the plaintiff talks, the verdict goes against you. What's
Well,
your...
she didn't let me finish because about the end of September, I went to the store. I said, are you having a sale? She said, no, not anymore. I said, well, what about the wall bed that was 40% off, 50%? She says, oh, that one, that was sold. So that was so unfair. And then he
Think it was
deceived
sold.
me.
You think
Yes,
it
and
was
he has
sold.
4 complaints filed against him at the Department of Consumer Affairs
All right,
for
let's see.
an F rating.
All right, let's see.
Really?
Head right down this way. All right, come on in here. You win this case. Seems like you tried to be fair and reasonable. Did you sell the bed like she says?
No,
What is she talking about?
I don't know.
Do you always have to go this far to please a customer?
Not normally, no. We run a business, been around for 22 years, and we work with our customers to work out fair
How would you
solutions.
describe her as a customer?
Totally ridiculous and unreasonable.
Harvey?
Okay, here's the deal. There are winners and losers in a lot of these cases. The weird thing is the Supreme Court judge actually held 3 hearings before finally realizing there was no merit to what this woman was saying. Bottom line, we had a right to show it to you, and there you go. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.